There we go. There we go. Truck Luddite having a little fun. Just me, Preston. Having a little fun here. Let's see if I can get this thing to stand up. Angle you up a little. Let's see, does that help? Yeah, it probably does. Over through. Under through. Oh well. It's going to take a while to get back into this. If you think these things are light like tomahawks, go to the hardware store and pick up a double bit and see how heavy they are. Ugh. Ugh. Been out of it for so long. Whew. I gotta get more I gotta get more axes. Definitely gotta get more axes. Gotta keep doing this. Well, might have to get an axe handle soon. Or hit the flea markets for more axes. Handle first. Really? That's really bad. Been so long. It has been so long. Oh. Really? Ugh. Missed. Ugh. Finally, a one-handed toss and it sticks. Ugh. Getting better each day. Ugh. There we go. Now I'm getting into it. 2 hits out of how many tosses? It's a good sport. It's a good sport to get into. It's heavy because you're not throwing the little tiny tomahawks around. Dang it. Oh. Oh. You can't say anything nice. Don't say anything at all. Go back to one-handers. Yeah, I got him to stick one-handed. There's 2. Oh. Maybe I'll just go back to one-handed tosses. Oh. A little high. Yep, that didn't last long. Ugh. I don't edit. I don't care. If I showed everything, all the things good and great, why look at it? Boy, my building looks sad to me. But there we go. Two. Almost made it 3. They're not sharp enough to shave with. As soon as I get 3 to stick, I'm done. Oh. Whew. Oh, missed. Forget that. Maybe I'm done after this. No, really. Like I said, this is a full-size double bit axe. This is not a tomahawk by any means, but give it a try. You just have to find the length that fits you on the handle. The target, you could use whole 6x6s, or you can use a butt end of a log, which is actually a better target. But I just don't have any trees that big around down here in Florida. But if I ever get one, I'll have it up. There's two. Last time I did this, I broke it. This time it's working pretty good. There's three. Take you up to take a look. You don't think it's very far, but it is. There we go. 3 in. Now, like I said, it's a good sport. It's fun. Not like you're going to use this thing in actual battle. It's just a throwing sport. The only reason I'm doing videos like crazy this week is I'm bored at my house. I'm forced retired. I can't work. I have a back injury. I can only limit myself to how much time I do things with my back, and this is one of them. I'm a little stiff. I'll probably take some more Advil, but like I said, this is a sport. Nothing more. Okay? They're all stuck in. You saw me stick them in. Hopefully I'll be introducing this to another YouTuber in the very near future. But I'll let him video for his own content. But I do a lot of things. Remember, there's my barn. I know the metal's not straight, but I don't care if it's straight as long as it's up. I got a sandblaster. I can blast some of that paint off. I can change the color whenever I feel like it. Just remember, I'm the Truckletite, also known as Preston. If you're from New England and worked around the Simeone Corp, you remember me driving that little blue Mack truck with Paley Paving on the side. That's me. Along with Baby Huey, Hot Rocks, and some of those guys up there. Uncle Joe, he's probably long gone by now. But we had fun. There we go. All right, we're gonna move around a bit. I did another project here. You saw a video a while back that I was working on the trailer. I finally got it rewired. That was a pain in the ass. I still had to get underneath it. But a friend of mine showed me a neat little trick. Neat little trick here. Extension cord. 3 wires in it. Plenty of insulation around it. I rewired the whole trailer with 2 sections of extension cord. And I have 2 more trailers to do this same way of doing it. I got plenty of extension cord too. But that's another project. At least the other trailer I can stand on end with the tractor and do it. That's pretty much what I'm going to do there. That'll be a fun video. At least I won't be climbing underneath it. There's my barn. And you can see how much more I got to do. Hopefully soon that'll change. We'll pause you right there. And we're back on my porch so I can relax a little. Now, my disability is I'm limited to how much foot time I have. As in my past video where I showed you the scars while I was weed eating, I can only weed eat so much and that's it. Can't do anything else for the rest of the day. Throwing my axes, I limit myself 15-20 minutes. Take my time. I'm not trying to break any speed records. It's an enjoyable sport, just like hunting is. Hunting doesn't always mean you're going to get something to shoot, okay? Hunting means sitting in a stand or walking in the woods, enjoying nature. If your quarry presents itself, you have the option to take the shot or let it walk. See, I teach hunter safety courses here in Florida. And I'd rather hear about the one that got away than the accidents, or as FWC calls it, the incident reports. Just go out and find something you enjoy in the outdoors. There's plenty of things to do. Go swim, go fish, go sailing, go surfing. Those are things I can't really do much of. I can go fishing. I just put my basket on the tractor, as you saw in a past video, and I have a chair in there. And I go fish from there. Stick the bucket out over the water and go fish. Now, bird watching is a good sport. Hey, I'm out here. I'm out in Northwest Florida. I've got birds coming in. I've got turkeys walking through my yard. I've got deer walking through my yard, as you've seen in my past videos. The whole object is, don't sit in a house. If you got a kid that's sitting there playing with computer games, that affects your eyes. After a while, your eyes get blurry even watching a TV. Get them out of the house. Find them something else to do. In Florida, they have youth camps in the summertime months. One is in Ocala National Forest. There's another one outside of Tallahassee. There may be others. I'm just not well aware of them at this time. There may be Christian-based groups too. But get the kids away from the computer. Get them outside. Get them to run. Get them to move around. Get them to learn something. If you can't get a camp thing set up for them, get a hold of the FWC and find out if there's a YHEC group nearby. That's Youth, Hunter, Education, Challenge. It doesn't mean you're going to go hunting. It just prepares the child for the future. Because, hey, let's face it, GPS is only as good as the battery that's in it. If you teach the kid how to read a map, a terrain map, a street map, that'll be more helpful than a dead GPS. Then you have animal identification. Deer rub their heads against trees. Bears will scratch up the bark with their claws to mark territory. You have wild pigs, they'll rub up against the trees, but that's usually down low to the ground. You can look at the hoof prints to know if it's a deer or a pig. And same thing with, you have Florida panther. Okay, be honest, he looks identical to a mountain lion. Okay, but if you can identify the tracks, then you'll know if he's in the area or how long ago the tracks were there. Now, they can be taught how to use a bow and arrow, how to use a rifle with iron sights and with a scope. Okay? They also can learn how to throw tomahawks. It's a sport. Okay? It's a sport. They can do all sorts of different things. They can learn. But it takes you, the parent, to go out and find these things for them. Now, state of Florida provides a lot. Okay? You have to get signed up for the camps well in advance. Okay? The Ocala Park camp is really good. It has cabins. Nobody's stuck out in a tent. It has bathrooms. It has showers. It has a cafeteria. Okay? But then everything else is there. Canoeing, fishing, sporting clays, archery, all sorts of stuff the kids can learn. They also get a hunter safety certificate when they take part in a hunter safety certificate class. Okay? That's a big thing. Get the kids out of the house. Get them outside doing things. There's even volunteer projects with the FWC. You can go out and maintain trails, or you can work with biologists doing studies on different animals. You can do a lot of different things. Some of it's scientific, some of it's manual. Oh, well, hey, it's time away from the house. Get the kids out there. They can learn something about the flora and the fauna of Florida, as well as the invasive species that are here. Okay, there's a lot of insects that are invasive. There's a lot of plants that are invasive. There's also wildlife that's invasive. There's also fish that are invasive. Okay, the quicker we get rid of these things, the better off the ecosystem's going to be. Lionfish, as you've seen, where they have lionfish roundups, is because they're an invasive species in the Floridian waters. And how things like that get here? Real simple. Similar thing happened in the Great Lakes. The ships would come in, dump their ballast tanks into the lake, and whatever they sucked up in their ballast tanks gets released into the freshwater or saltwater environment, and they thrive because there's no natural predators for them. That's how come you have all those mussels in the Great Lakes, or you have those carp that just fly out of the water when you go by in a boat. They have underwater electric fences to keep the fish back so they don't invade the rest of the country. They really can't do much about them, but we can try and control their numbers. I'm sorry this video's gone from throwing axes to looking at other things, but it's time to get people activated into our environment. The tree huggers are good, but they have to remember that we still have to live in this world. Just as the PETA people have to learn, we have to live in this world. Now, everybody sits there with their own opinions about animals and people. Well, we can throw all that stuff out the door. Man is the apex predator. With that note, I'll leave it off there. And you folks can go outside. Go out, smell the flowers, pick the flowers. Look at the trees. Look at the wildlife. Hey, I've got bald eagles and I've got ospreys here. I don't have to look far to find them. Not like people living in the cities. Oh wow, there's an eagle flying by. Very rare in a thickly settled area. Well, get those young people away from the computers and outside and into everything. We have Vortex Springs here in Florida. We have other springs in the area. Get them to explore, open their eyes, see something. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's free in this world. Take a Florida Fish and Wildlife Hunter Safety course. If you're a Floridian resident, sign up. It's free. myfwc.com. Go in, sign up for a course. It's free. We teach you how to shoot a shotgun. We teach you how to shoot a .22. And if I have enough teachers, I can open it up even further. I can teach you some archery, or I can teach you black powder, but I need volunteers to help me out. All right? Remember, get those people away from the computers. Get them outside. No matter if it's cold or hot or dry or rainy, get them outside. With that said, enjoy. I don't edit a thing. The Truckluddite channel. My name is Preston. We'll see you next time.